Welcome back to Through the Dogs of Times. This is probably going to be the last episode. We have 5 weeks left on this, so we should get through it pretty quickly. We are going to send Paul in hiding, and Horst and Gustav can go break out Roman. And what should we get Sebastian? We're going to risk him getting a testimony. Plus 3 supporters, 64 still supporting us, gained 19 in donations. In hideout in Tempelhof, Sebastian Baumann meets with a praetor, former prisoner of the camp, who tells us Ludwig Meerfield was the commander. Tells us that Meerfield murdered and tortured innocent people back at the camp. He signs a statement and says he really hopes that we can catch him. Sebastian thinks he's been seen. Obviously Paul goes into hiding, and someone's getting suspicious. We'll enforce that. Hopefully we will be successful. Horst has been seen, Gustav thinks he's been seen, but Roman is free, plus 35 morale, minus 3 supporters. Himmler orders to shoot all the people in whose house the white flag was hoisted. Submarines destroyed, sunk in the British air raid of the port of Hamburg, and Hungary lost. Roman ended crying when I entered the room. The others tried to comfort him. What happened? My sister, says Roman. She was standing in line for bread when the air raid siren started. Is she okay? She died, hit by the debris. She refused to give up a space in line. So sorry, Roman. It's not your fault. But when will this damn war be over? Soon. What can we... Don't really want to lose any of that. Guess we're going to lose the artwork. I need one more explosive. I'm trying to find somewhere where we can get things from. We need more testimony. That one. Okay, we need more marks to destroy that one and gain some more explosives there. So this one looks like it could be a ask for donations sort of one, but we are going to have to go and send some people into hiding. Sebastian down there. Paul isn't great there. He'd still get a decent amount. $18 donations there. Obviously we lose 30 by going into hiding. 15 there. So we're making a profit on the marks now this week. A nice boost there, 20. Minus 3 supporters, minus 7 morale. Königsberg lost. Surrenders to the attacking units of the Red Army. Resistance fighters executed. And they died 900 a day in the concentration camp at Buchenwald. When I arrive at the meeting, I see everyone else has arrived before me, laughing, celebrating. As I come through the door, they raise their glasses and cheer. Why are you celebrating? You, Gustav cheers. How many years has it been that you've led this group? Since 33, no? I guess you're right. Seems like an eternity ago, but he's right. I've been leading this group for many years now. It's hard to believe how long it's been, and how much we've endured. I raise my glass to all of you. You, our fearless leader, cheers Gustav. Everyone enjoys a short moment of merriment in this war-torn time. Let's go and free some prisoners. Eight. What are we on? 6. Lovely. So we're not going to do that. So let's just go and supporters, I think. Combat the ones that we are losing. Roman gained 6 supporters in his. We are going to attempt to break some prisoners out. Gustav Eulenberg and Paul Weinrab meet at the prison in Westensee at the appointed time to free the prisoner. When they hear the signal, Gustav Eulenberg throws a rope ladder over the wall. Minutes later, they're over the wall. The groups leave the prison behind as fast as they can. And Sebastian is the one supporter down there. +2 morale, +4 supporters. So a decent week overall. American victory. German soldiers surrendered the Americans in the Ruhr area. Medals for Volkssturm. Honours men of the Volkssturm and Hitler Boy to the Iron Cross. Spain revokes support. Bans all German aircraft from landing on Spanish territory. During the meeting, Gustav Eulenberg shares a story. My friends and I had a close call today. I think the SS are just looking for excuses to make trouble. Are you okay? My friend has a couple of jazz records and my player still works, so we're enjoying the afternoon listening to the music. Suddenly, there was a loud banging at the door. It was the SS. Those bastards, indeed, barged right in and threatened to destroy my record player right there. My friend objected and one of them drew a gun. He pauses. I calmed them down, but of course they took the records. Thank God that you're safe. Sorry you lost the records. I look around the room. Everyone, please be careful. -3 morale. We get a few more things open. Need a lot of marks for a lot of these. And we've only got 2 turns left, so there's not much point trying to do that. I'm gonna risk some of these contacts and just try and gain some more intel, some morale. Gustav and Roman were successful but think they've been seen, so we're probably going to end up with a prison sentence there. Bastian thinks he's been seen as well. Hitler is dead. Adolf Hitler commits suicide in the bunker on the Reich chancellery in Berlin. Allies meet in Germany. And nations unite. Delegates from 50 states meet at the Founding Assembly of the United Nations in San Francisco. After a meeting, Roman End walks up to me, quiet for a moment, and then looks at me. I have a problem. The group, the resistance. She shakes her head. This doesn't make sense now. What? Okay. Of course it does. What do you mean, I say? You're a doubt? You doubt the resistance? I'm not converting to Nazism, for God's sake, he says. Look, in the beginning, we were trying to stop or at least slow down the regime. But now that we're at war, like it or not, it's the Allies who are bombing Berlin. The German army is protecting us. Not that simple. Roman, listen to me, I say. The difference between good and evil is not that hard to discern here. Face turns red. Tell that to my dead sister. I'll be comforted that she was killed by the bombs from the good guys. Why are we helping people that are bombing us? I'm so sorry. I touch his shoulder. Roman. So terribly sorry, but please hear me out. Stop and imagine for a moment what would happen to us, to the world. The Nazis win. What happens if they lose? Tears stream down his face. I just want her back. So do I. So do I. For her sake. Let's fight to make this war as short as possible. Okay? Seems uplifted, it's only for a moment. Alright, he says. I mean, he turned into a woman partway through that, so impressive. Okay, we now have too much. And I want to keep the army uniform. Final day, what shall we go for? At least I believe it is. We're probably going to end up with another chapter. No, look. Let's go and meet an official. And then gain some supporters, shall we? Bit late setting up a workshop, but let's go and do that anyway. Lost 3 supporters, gained 18 marks in donations. Gustav meets with co-worker, 3 supporters, thinks he's been seen. Bastian meets Christian community, 4 supporters. Horse went to remote garage. Roman gains 1 supporter. And Paul gained 7 supporters from raising white flags. White flag is visible from far away. Someone in the building has hung a large bread sheet from the balcony of the 2nd floor. Although the fighting is now only a few blocks away, it's the only white flag I've seen. Get closer. I'm not the only one who's seen a flag. A truck hurtles down the street and stops in front of the building. An SS officer, 3 older men, possibly Voltstorm, jump out. Go, 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 yells the officer, and they storm in. They enter the building behind them. I can hear them banging its door upstairs. Who put that flag out, followed by something I can't make out. Suddenly I heard gunshots and a woman screaming. Upstairs. Murderers, someone yells. More gunshots, silence. Steps coming down the stairs. I leave the building before the squad notices me. The white flag is gone, the gunfire is closer now. You can hear the deep growling of an incoming tank. Men run out to the building, jump into the truck and drive away. We go back in and upper floor and find an open apartment door. A man lies on the ground in a pool of blood. He's dead. Further in lies the woman. She's also dead. A young boy, maybe 10, crouches in the corner, weeping. What happened? This morning, Grandpa saw some of our soldiers coming down the street. He asked them how it looked and they told him that we had lost. The Russians would be here any moment. They said the best we could do was hang a white flag so they wouldn't shoot at our building. That's what you did? Yes, that's what you did. But then these other soldiers showed up and they were furious. Screaming at Grandpa, calling him a coward, said that he must take down the flag. Grandpa got angry and said he fought in the last war and that they were cowards. We'd have to force children and old people to fight the last war. The commander just pulled out his gun and shot him. Sorry. Then Grandma started screaming, called them murderers, and the commander kept shooting. Then ordered his men to grab the flag. They grabbed it and left. Do you think the soldiers were right this morning? Have we lost the war? The Nazis have lost the war. The boy nods. I think so too. Should we hand that white flag again? First, we must cover up Grandma and Grandpa. Together we pull the bodies aside, fold their hands on their chests and carefully cover them with sheet. Then step out into the building. There are several white flags hanging from the buildings nearby now. The sound of tanks has also become much louder. Tie the white flag to the railing. Tie the flag to the railing. We finish, I see incoming Russian tanks, one followed by another, and another. Dozens of them. There are soldiers sitting on top of the tanks. When they see me and the boy, they wave. Wave back. It's over. Peace. It's a sunny day in May 1946. The group meets again in one of the few cafes that's still open. The city is in ruins, but rebuilding has already begun. We sit together in the sun, sipping from our mugs of Ursak coffee. Like the old days, we're less fearful. How are you? Ask. Everyone has similar struggles, food, supplies, and search for missing relatives and friends. Did we do everything we could? Someone asks. It's impossible to tell. Maybe there were things we could have done differently, but I don't know if it would change anything for the better, I say. Maybe there was something we could have done, something more effective, something more radical, or less radical but more persuasive. The question remains, will the world learn from this? I don't know if the world will learn from this, but if it doesn't, humanity is doomed. There are signs of progress. There are even discussing the Declaration of Universal Human Rights. That's not an improvement, right? No? That's an improvement now. But there's also new conflict bubbling up between the US and the USSR. Hiroshima and Nagasaki were destroyed. The spectre of nuclear bombs means the next war could threaten all of humanity. We cannot come to an agreement. Then I have to ask the question that has been bothering me for the past year. Our fight, what we did, what we sacrificed, was it worth it? Would you do it again? There's a long pause, then everyone silently nods. No debate here. To remain silent, to accept injustice and human suffering without a fight was never an option for any of us. Look at everyone and say, you know, it isn't over, right? You know that the hatred isn't gone just because the Nazis lost the war. You know that our adversaries will still walk these streets, eager to return and spread the same ideas, commit the same crimes if we let them. They nod.
Our fight wasn't over. We all knew that. Though the inferno now subsided, the murderous spark that set the world ablaze endured. And so did the murderers. The leaders and the willing executioners fading into the woodwork, waiting for the next opportunity to lead the world into darkness. No, our fight wasn't over. In the rays of this afternoon's sun, our group took an oath. The darkest of times might be over for now, but our fight was not. We swore to keep fighting until the last of these criminals was brought to justice. We would not stop fighting until the last sign of Nazism was eradicated from the face of the earth. Our goal was to build a new world of peace and freedom. This was our responsibility to our murdered friends and relatives. This we swear.
The war bombing group was active from 1st of February 1933 to the 30th of April 1945. At its peak, it had 5 members and 78 supporters. Some people still remember the courageous men and women of the war bombing group today. You're not responsible for what happened, but you certainly are responsible for preventing it from happening again. Max Mannheimer, author, painter, Holocaust survivor. That has been Through the Darkest of Times. Thank you again to Paint Bucket Games for supplying me with a code for this game. If you do want to play it yourselves, I do have an affiliate link in the description below. It doesn't cost you any more money, it just helps me out. And I hope you have, it's hard to say, enjoyed this series, because it's obviously a very tough subject to cover. I think the makers of the game have done a good job of portraying that, and it's not an easy game at all. It's not an enjoyable game, it's not an easy game to play, but it sort of opens your eyes to what life may have been like in Germany during the war, and the fact that not all Germans did support Nazism and the war. Being completely honest about the game, it is a tough game to play because it's just so repetitive. There's so many, as you saw, it's just click, do the same tasks each week. There's probably more that I can do. I'll take a look at achievements and probably work towards some of them off of camera. But it's a game that I'm glad I played. I'm not going to lie. It's opened my eyes a little bit more, and obviously through what is a dark time. The next series will be starting on the channel, replacing the slots that these have. If you do enjoy this style with one game Monday, Wednesday, one Tuesday, Thursday, and then like a separate video on Friday, then do let me know down in the comments or on Twitter. If you think I should be doing it another way, please also do let me know. If you want to see one game until it's completed, Monday to Friday. If you want to see 5 different games, one every day. If you want me to cut down on the amount of videos, please do let me know. I'm here for you guys, so let me know how you find it best for you. If you have enjoyed this series, please do hit a like button. There is a playlist on the channel where you can go and watch that from start to finish, should you wish. And please do subscribe to the channel if you do enjoy watching me play games, basically. We have plenty of different content coming already out on the channel, so I do hope to see you around for future content. Until the next episode, the next series, stay safe and I'll